Hey guys, Eamonn here, back with another AFL video. We're going to be doing our first player reaction for the AFL, Aussie Rules Football. Yeah, Mason Cox, Don't Believe in Never is the video title. A bunch of you guys recommended this to check out this guy. I kind of got spoiled a little bit when I was Googling his video and stuff. And it looks like he used to play basketball in the States, and then he moved to the AFL, which is kind of crazy. Usually I do, for player reaction videos, I usually go on Wikipedia first and do a little look through of his what he's all about. But for this video, I think this video goes over kind of like his career and like his story instead of just highlights. So I think it's best if we just watch the video, and then I guess after I can go on his Wikipedia to get some clarification on stuff. So we'll do that. We'll do the reverse from usual. Yeah, I guess, yeah. If you guys are new here, make sure to drop a sub, drop a like, comment what I should check out next for the AFL. Have a huge list of stuff that from you guys, the first few videos we did a couple of rules videos and stuff like that. And so yeah, if you want to check those out, they're in the description. But yeah, and as far as AFL content, I'm shooting to do like two or three videos a week for AFL. I'm trying to spread out, like I'm doing AFL, NRL, and rugby. So I'm trying to get a nice balance of like two per week of each sport, or of each league, each sport. Yeah, we'll see how that goes exactly. Yeah, let's just hop into it. All right, Mason Cox, Don't Believe in Never.
When Mason came to us, no American player had ever played a senior game of AFL footy. It's a one in whatever you want to call it, because no one had ever done it.
Mason Cox, redshirt senior from Island Village, Texas. He's only played 6 minutes all year.
I went to Oklahoma State University, so I started out playing basketball when I was a freshman. I'd never picked up a basketball in my life, really. We played at the rec center, and there was a GA at the women's team, and she asked, would you be interested in helping out? Pretty much called the Dream Team, and they played against the women's team and practiced other teams and played against them. I was kind of like, yeah, cool, like what do I get out of it? And she goes, oh, we'll give you a free pair of shoes and maybe some kit. And I was like, sweet. The men's team saw me training with the women's team, and one of the coaches said, who's that massive dude who's playing with the women's team? Like, why don't we have...
It's funny, he has like an accent, an Australian accent. It sounds like a little one, maybe not like a full-on one, but I guess he's been there for a while, so he kind of picked it up. But he kind of has it. Yeah.
Have someone like that. I was in way over my head, barely could make a layup, and I was just a body bag. We got a call. They wanted me to go to LA to try out for this thing called AFL, Aussie Rules Football, and we both looked at each other and was, what the hell is that? And it comes up and it's like AFL's biggest hits. I just kind of look at him and laughing and going, is this really a sport? Well, I'd already accepted a six-figure paying job at ExxonMobil, so I went to the tryouts. Everyone that was there was interested in myself. It became pretty serious pretty quickly. That week, I threw the cap in the air, you know, I got the degree on stage, made my parents proud. A week later, I flew to Australia and my life changed. The whole concept of me coming to Australia was just to give me a showcase of what AFL was. Saw my first AFL game, sat next to a North Melbourne player. He explained to me, you know, that's 6 points, that's a point. Hits the post, it's worth a point. You know, they point the opposite direction whenever they really mean that way. And at the end of it, I remember he goes, okay, cool, so these are the teams that are interested in you. Here's the contracts. Let me know what you think.
The international rookies are
Magpies,
211 centimetres, the same height as Aaron Sandilands. Looks quite exciting.
They got like forum posts on
I
him.
thought, what have I just done? I've just given up 5 years of hard work and thousands of dollars of education to go play a sport I've never heard of in a place I've never been, with no friends or no family in
That's
Melbourne.
Crazy.
They stuck a footy in my hand. I thought it was pretty much rugby ball. Like, I had no idea. The kangaroo skin and Sharon is like the name of it, and I don't know. Like, it was all so foreign to me when I first started.
His kicking was quite average.
It was a crash course, essentially, of just what AFL was. Craig McRae and Anthony Rocker spent 2.5 months with me, and come around training the first day, it was sink or swim, really. We do this one drill, and you get a handball off to the coach, and of course, Bucks is the one who you're handballing to. Go to handball to him.
And I just remember looking at it, and I looked back and going, okay, we've got a bit of work to do.
Like, locked eyes for a second. You know, I could just see in my mind, just what if we recruited?
Players generally got a lot going on, but Mason's still trying to work out this new game,
All
whether
right.
it fits, if he fits.
Yeah, VFL. That's the Victorian Footy League. I think someone mentioned that it's like a lower tier league.
Am I embarrassing myself?
But at the end of the year, I got to the point where I was thinking I might actually feel comfortable in an AFL game. Fox was the first one to tell me. They came out and said, look, you're going to
Anzac Day,
debut.
okay.
And that week was a massive week.
Yeah, I
It's
learned about
Anzac
Anzac Day
obviously. It's one
from
of
my
the biggest
last
games of the
NFL
year.
video.
The crowd's 90,000 plus. The stadium is massive. It just
Yeah, the
leans
stadium's
over the top
insane.
of it, so that's challenging enough.
I walked out there and I was ready to puke. I was that nervous. I was freaking out, you know. I didn't know what to do. And I was thinking, don't screw up. Just whatever you do, don't screw up. Don't screw up.
More low trajectory kick. Well, this could be a fairy tale.
Oh, mate, he's shitting himself. And I can't imagine what it's like to try and drop the ball that extra foot and a half to get it onto your foot.
My hands would have been like this, holding that ball.
Mason Cox. He rides it home. What a beautiful.
Nice.
An American in his first game. I think the first
He scored the first points in the game. Nice.
That didn't happen.
Not that we needed to keep him grounded, but it was our job to keep him grounded.
Stands at the MCG to steady this wobbling.
It's bloody hard. It's a big step from the VFL footy that he was playing to playing AFL footy.
At the end of 17, I was playing
He's a
AFL.
dope.
You know, I'd gotten dropped a few times. We were playing small.
He had to set himself a new goal of being one of the best forwards in the competition.
Saturday night football at the Coliseum.
Okay.
Comes through Cox, drops what he should have taken.
Oh, he couldn't work out the big fella.
Mason Cox here, guys. This was just off the ball.
I had the worst
Ooh.
game of my career. I can probably say that pretty comfortably. I don't think I had a single mark the whole game and had maybe 6 touches or something and get
Yikes.
suspended for the next week. Probably a low moment in my life, I'd say, of thinking, did I choose the right decision?
Oh man.
Cox has been left alone. He plays on. He's gone. He's gone.
Whatever Mason Cox can do as a permanent forward, I suspect
Failed
he'd
yank
to do
baseballer.
I said, you know what? This is a last-ditch effort to show them what you're worth, to show them you can do this as a job. This is your career that you want to do for the rest of your life.
What
Okay.
a beast this Tiger has become on and off the field. 22 consecutive wins at the MCG. It's hard to get your head around it, to be honest.
We'd played Richmond twice and been overrun twice through the year.
This could be the biggest game that Mason Cox never gets a kick in.
Prelim final MCG.
Alright, is he gonna have a huge game then?
Stevie holds the ball aloft.
Let's see.
Richmond take on Collingwood.
It happened pretty early.
Soccer off the ground, straight into the waiting arms of Trelaw. Cox is the biggest.
Nice.
It was in. It was clunk, clunk, clunk.
Cox again.
Nice.
He's getting better. He's getting stronger and better.
His hands are on, mate. They just stuck.
Sets it up. Cox again. I cannot believe it. You've got to go back to Billy Graham at the MCG for an American to dominate like this. Can he guide it through? Yes, he can. 3 of the very best.
Nice.
211-centimetre Texan has just torn the MCG apart in this quarter dunk in a preliminary final.
Second most contested marks
Could you
in
have pictured
finals
that 4
history.
years,
Wow.
5 years earlier with the guy that handballed over the top of my head? Definitely not.
And Collingwood will go into the 2018 grand final. A famous victory.
Nice.
Look at this man here.
I don't believe in ceilings. I don't believe in people setting limitations on others. I think if you're motivated enough and you care enough or that determined to get to wherever you want to go, it's possible.
Damn. That's
You
crazy.
can't write the script any
The-
better.
the
You could have.
Nevers.
We could have won the grand final. Imagine that story.
I guess they didn't win. That's crazy. What did it say here at the end
Grand
here?
final. Script any better.
The Nevers.afl. Let me look at that really quickly. Alright, I guess it's an old link. Alright, yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, so he went from being like, he wasn't even like a college basketball player really. He started out just as like a student. Wasn't even playing basketball really. He just, yeah, I guess they didn't really go over that, like how exactly he got scouted for the AFL. Maybe I'll read that right in the Wikipedia right now. But yeah, that's a crazy story. And I'm assuming he's still playing and still good. Like that video is from a few years back, looks like. So I'm assuming he kept playing and had a really good career. But yeah, let's take a look at his Wikipedia, go over it. Yeah, and see if he's still like doing well. But okay, so he's 33 now. Still plays for, is that the same team, the Magpies? Yeah, still plays for the Magpies. Okay. Ruckman and key forward. Yeah, he first started playing in 2014 and made his debut 2 years later. He played basketball. Yeah, he's 6'11", tallest player ever to be measured at an AFL draft combine. Okay. Yeah, while studying, he started playing basketball as a hobby. Initially joined the Oakland State Cowgirl Scout team to simulate Brittany Griner. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. How was he not already playing basketball at some point? That's like wild. You'd think a guy that's 6'11" would have been playing high school basketball at least. That's crazy. He shut down Joel Embiid in the NCAA game. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with basketball. Like I don't follow it too closely, but I know Joel Embiid's obviously one of the stars of the game right now. Okay, but recruitment, moved to Australia. He was invited to attend the 2014 U.S. International Combine for potential Australian rules footballers. Okay, this is similar to what the NFL does with their international player program type thing. Despite knowing very little about the sport, after impressive performances in the skills testing, he traveled to Australia for a second combine and was signed by the Magpies. AFL teams Port Adelaide, North Melbourne, Richmond, and Fremantle. Yeah, were also reported of having shown interest. Okay. He was selected pick 60 in the AFL rookie draft and joined the club. Okay. Yeah, he played for the reserves team for a couple of years. His goal kicking got really good. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, AFL career. Debut in 2016. Signed a 3-year extension the next year. The Magpies. 2018 preliminary final. That's the game we just watched. Yeah. In the grand final, Vaddy kicked 2 goals during the third quarter and took many contested marks while playing in Collingwood's loss. Okay, so it looks like he had a good final game as well, but they didn't win. Received special dispensation. I've never heard that word before. Okay. From the AFL to prescription glasses in competition. He suffered from a torn retina in one eye due to an accidental eye poke. Ooh, that is... What the hell? A torn retina in one eye due to an eye poke in 2019 and a detached retina in another eye in a different game. Jesus. 6 eye surgeries in his career. He had to spend 2 weeks in bed in a darkened room, calling it probably the darkest moment of my life. That's fun. Yeah, he appeared in a 60 Minutes interview explaining how sections of the crowd in Collingwood would chant USA, USA when he had possession of the ball. Okay, being a second American-born AFL Premiership player after Don Pike, yeah. All right, yeah, so he's been on Collingwood for the most part. It looks like he missed a bunch of games. It's probably from the eye stuff, I'd assume. Or is that... No, that's because COVID was shortened the season, yeah. Totals. These are... Right, here's goals, behinds, kicks, handballs, disposals, marks, tackles, yeah. What are votes? Oh, for the best player? Okay. Oh, okay, he won the premiership this past season? That's crazy. Personal life, yeah. His older brothers also now play Australian rules? What the? For the American teams, interesting. Oh, okay, he's a citizen. Yeah, nice. He's a citizen of Australia now? Okay. Yeah, well, that was really cool. Oh yeah, what's his weight? 243 pounds too. Jesus. Yeah, so that was my reaction to Mason Cox. Yeah, really cool video, really cool story. It's crazy. He didn't even really play sports at all until he was like in college, which is that's still crazy that no one like. I guess he probably didn't really care to play sports. I guess like you'd think someone that tall would be playing basketball in high school. Usually they just throw the biggest kid on a basketball court. in the game. But yeah, that's wild. So yeah, there's kind of no. I am curious about how. Or I guess he was decent in college at basketball once he got on the team. Just yeah. That's I assume that's what happened. And then I guess they just kind of, the AFL just sends out invites to tons of players in basketball. I'd assume guys that look like they can move pretty fast for their size. I'd assume is kind of who they were scouting. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm just seeing his nicknames: American Pie, Cockzilla, Coxie. That's funny. Yeah, no, cool video though. Our first reaction to a specific player for the AFL. So yeah, we'll definitely do more of these. Let me know who we should check out next. I have a big list of players to check out, but yeah, let me know who I should do next, because yeah, I make a tally. I usually make a tally of like how many comments a certain player has, and I try to prioritize them. But yeah, we'll definitely mix in some players. We're gonna mix in some like best marks, best goals, there's a bunch of best of the decade stuff you guys have all suggested I check out, so I'll be doing those for sure. And then I definitely need to actually dive into like this season of the AFL and start doing some like learning about all the teams and stuff as the season goes along. So we'll be doing that. And I am going to I did find out that the AFL is shown on TV in Canada. I have it, one of the streaming services that I have for hockey already has some of the games, so I'm planning on I think I said last video it'd be like this week, but probably next week or the week after is when we'll do like I'll do a live stream where I like watch the game and you guys can hang out in the chat with me and stuff. So we'll probably do that for a couple weeks. In a couple weeks, yeah, we'll see how many of you guys like, yeah, like we'll see how many like not views, I guess. I want to make sure people actually are going to watch the stream if I'm doing one, so maybe I'll wait a bit longer just so that, there's more like AFL viewers on my channel before I do a stream, so it's not just like 2 people. But yeah, we'll definitely start doing some streams. For those of you that are that follow the NRL as well, you'll know that I've been doing some streams for that. So yeah, we'll try to mix those in. Hopefully, maybe alternate weeks or one per week. We'll see. Once we're locked in, we'll do that for sure. Yeah, we'll send it there. Thanks for watching. Make sure to sub if you're not. Drop a like, and yeah, like I was saying, there's comment stuff I should check out. Yeah, we'll end it there. Have a good one, everyone.